Good day, everyone. So, we are Group 2, and today we will present you on the very sensitive but important issue, which is pedophilia in Malaysia, a philosophical and social analysis. So, this presentation is a part of the philosophy and the current issues course under the guidance of a Madam Nick Solehah. So, our group consists of 10 members, and together we have researched this issue and from multiple perspectives, including the statistics, philosophy, and the Rukun Negara. So we choose this topic because it has a deep impact on children, families, and society at a large. And we believe that it's very, very important to raise awareness. So let's start. Pedophilia is not a crime, but a global social problem that threatens children's safety and dignity in the future. So in Malaysia, many of these cases happen in the silence through grooming, manipulation, or online exploitation, which often leaves children feelings powerless. The trauma doesn't just affect the children, but it spreads to family and society, and damaging trust and creating long-term psychological scars. Even though Malaysia has a law like the Sexual Offense Against Children Act 2017, challenges remain, especially with the rise of online abuse. So this makes it a critical issue to examine, not only the legally but also philosophical and our socially. Presentation has three main objectives. Okay, first one is to identify the different form of pedophilia behavior and highlight the long-term psychological effect on the victim. So the second one is to examine the issues through cultural, religious, and the philosophical perspectives. And the third one is to connect psychological concept with the real world behavior to stress the importance of early intervention. So this objective guided our research and analysis throughout the okay this before project. We dive deeper, it's important to define some key terms. So pedophilia itself is a psychiatric disorder where adults experience persistent sexual attraction towards the children under the 13. While not every individual acts on this urge, it often leads to um, child sexual abuse. So, child sexual abuse or CSA involves non-consensual acts with the minors, ranging from the physical assault or coercion. Grooming is another tactic where abusers slowly gain trust to exploit the children later. So, in recent years, online child sexual exploitation has grown rapidly in Malaysia, especially with the use of a social media and the messaging apps. So, this definition helps us better understand the scope of this
Hello
issue.
and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Naeem Said. My student metric number is B247622267. I am making this video as part of the presentation for philosophy and current issues class. The topic of this slide is to understand the causes of pedophilia. Pedophilia is defined as a pre-existing sexual interest in prepubescent children is a complex and deeply troubling phenomenon. Its causes are multifaceted, involving psychological trauma, biological dispositions, and socio-cultural influences. Understanding these factors is essential not only for academic inquiry but also for developing effective prevention strategies and intervention strategies. There are psychological factors. One of the most frequently cited psychological factors is childhood trauma, including neglect and abuse. Individuals experiencing emotional deprivation, physical violence, or sexual abuse during formative years may develop distorted attachment patterns and impaired empathy. There are biological and neurological influences. Research and neurobiology suggests that brain is structure and function may play a role. Studies using MRI scans have found differences in white matter of the pedophilic individuals, particularly in areas related to impulse control, sexual behavior, and emotional regulation. There are socio-cultural and environmental factors. Socio-cultural factors such as poverty, isolation, lack of education can indirectly contribute to the development of expression of pedophilic behavior. There's an urban and rural divide and underreporting of cases. In many societies, especially in South Asia, there exists a stark urban and rural divide in how pedophilia is perceived and addressed. Concluding, pedophilia is not caused by a single factor but emerges from a complex interplay or of psychological, biological, and social influences. While childhood trauma and brain differences may predispose individuals, environmental stressors, and cultural dynamics shape how these tendencies manifest in the longer term. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ishban Shahbaz. My student metric number is 25762306. Now, I'll talk about the impacts of pedophilia on society. First, the victims often suffer long-term effects like PTSD, depression, and even poor academic performance. These psychological scars can follow them well into the adulthood. Second, it affects families. Many experience breakdown, isolation, stigma, and which further deepens the trauma. On the national level, there are huge economic costs, including the burden on the healthcare and justice system, as cases require medical, legal, and social resources as well. And finally, in the digital age, this issue has spread online. Victims are exposed to online abuse, and society faces an erosion of trust in digital spaces. So, overall, the impacts are not just personal, but ripple through families, communities, and nation as a whole. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mubashir Ali Muzammil and my matrix number is B2562119. So today we are going to talk about the statistics of the pedophilia in Malaysia. Malaysia faces a sharp rise in child sexual abuses and pedophilia cases in last 5 years. We have clearly seen some huge hype in IP addresses searching for pedophilia, about 46 in 2017 to 93,068 in 2022. Child pornography cases has been also increased about 139% in 2023. Sexual offences against children has been reported. We are only talking about the reported cases. There were about 1481 to 1868 cases. If we break down that, it will be a rape about 500 1500 cases, incest about 248 cases, unnatural sex crimes 73 cases, sexual harassments are 36 cases, molestation is about 11 cases. Notable case which has been highlighted in Malaysia. If you are living in Malaysia, you might have seen this case. It's Richard Huckle case. A UK pedophile abuses about 190 plus Malaysian children from 2006 to 2014. That's a huge number. Exposed and this case exposed the major gap in the prevention and monitoring and reporting. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.
Separate our findings, we'll review several key articles and reports. The first one is the ECPAT Malaysia briefing paper highlighted that Malaysia ranked only 23rd out of the 60 countries in protecting children from sexual exploitation with a very weak internal protection. So second one is the disrupting harm in Malaysia reported by the UNICEF, Interpol and ECPAT revealed that around 100,000 Malaysian children may face online sexual exploitation each year, often through platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook and Telegram. So third one is recent data from the Department of the Statistic showed that sexual offences involving children rose by more than 26% in the 2023 and reflecting how serious and urgent this is issue. So together, these studies shows that the children Sexual exploitation is both a physical and digital crisis in Malaysia. So philosophically, every major belief system strongly condemns pedophilia. From the Islamic perspective, children are considered a sacred trust from God. Harming them is seen as a bold oppression and a grave sin. In Buddhism, pedophilia violates the precept against sexual misconduct and breaks the principle of a compassion, leading to negative karma. In Hindu philosophy, emphasize ahimsa, which is not violence. Exploiting children is a considered adharma, going against the cosmic order and justice. Similarly, Christianity teaches that harming children is a serious sin, with the verses Bible strongly warning against such acts. So across religions and the philosophies, the messages is the same. Protecting children is not just a moral duty, but a spiritual obligation. When we examine this issue through the principle of the Rukun Negara, we can see clearly the conflicts. The first one is a belief in God. All religions in Malaysia reject harm against the children. Pedophilia directly violates this core teaching. The second one is the loyalty to the king and country. The children are the future of the Malaysia actually. So when they are harmed, the strength of the nation is weakened and the social trust also is destroyed. So the third is the supremacy of a constitution. Laws like the Child Act 2001 and the Sexual Offences Against the Children Act 2017 were created to protect the children. When these protections are violated, it undermines our constitutional values. So finally, a rule of law. So this means like pedophilia shows the importance of the ensuring justice applies equally for all. So if cases go unreported or offenders go unpunished or confidence in the justice system declines. So clearly we can see that pedophilia goes against the moral and the legal foundation of Malaysia as outlined in the Rukun Negara.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Saifullah. My matric number is B25762307. Today I will present solution for pedophilia sexual abuse in Malaysia. Tackling child sexual abuse in Malaysia need more than just law. Communities must work together to prevent and respond. Here are the four key solutions. Number one, education and awareness. Schools should teach consent and body safety. Rural area can be reached through mosque, temples, and social media. Many children don't know where to get help. This gap must be closed. Number two, legal framework. Laws like Act 792 are a start, but enforcement is weak. Special court and trained officer can protect victim better. Online abuse also needs stronger law and global cooperation. Number three, support system. Helpline like Talian Kasi need more promotion and trauma trained staff. Rural area need mental health services. And tech company must remove harmful online consent. Number four, religious and culture value. Faith leaders can spread protective message and break taboos, making child protection part of cultural and spiritual value, strengthen communities. In short, we need education, stronger law, better support, and cultural leadership to protect Malaysia children. Thank you.
Pedophilia in Malaysia is not just a hidden crime, it's a major threat to children's safety, families, and national unity. Despite existing laws like Sexual Offences Against Children Act 2017, gaps in enforcement, weak awarenesses, and rapid digital exploitation make the problem worse. The issue causes lifelong trauma for victims, destroys families, and burdens society. Religious and philosophical perspective across Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism all clearly condemn child abuse, showing that protecting children is a universal moral duty. The solution lies in a combined approach: stronger laws, better cyber protection, early education, trauma support system, and active involvement of faith and community leaders, guided by the principles of Rukun Negara: belief in God, loyalty to the nation, and upholding justice. Malaysia has the foundation to fight pedophilia and protect future generations. In short, ending child exploitation requires urgent collaboration across legal, cultural, educational, and religious spheres, because safeguarding children means safeguarding the nation's future. Thank you so much.